Hey guys, this is Andre, Horizon City News, and tonight I'm creating a quick video about an allegation against a El Paso, Texas police officer that I received this evening from an anonymous source. And that individual is Sergeant John G. Chavez. His full name is pronounced John Gabriel Biggio Chavez, according to the arrest report that I was able to dig up from the county jail records. On September 22nd, 2023, based on the name that I was given, there was an individual who was arrested for driving while intoxicated. I followed up with the police department. This is an El Paso police officer, but I followed up with the particular regional command center that he works at, which is the Mission Valley Regional Command, and I asked about his name, and it was verified that he works there. One of the things that interested me right away is that because there's been several arrests of El Paso police officers between the past 12 to 24 months for various different crimes, but this recent particular arrest of Sergeant John Chavez, and it might be because this arrest recently happened on September 22nd. It's only September 25th, so this is literally just 3 days ago. But this particular arrest, there was no mugshot, which surprised me. Maybe it does take some time for them to post that, but there was nothing I could find online anywhere about it. It didn't look like any of the other news stations were covering this. But based on the information I received this evening from an anonymous tip, there was an individual who works at the El Paso Police Department at the Mission Valley Regional Command named Sergeant John G. Chavez, and he was arrested approximately 3 days ago on September 22nd, 2023, for driving while intoxicated at a blood alcohol content that was, above or equal to 0.15. I believe the blood alcohol content level you're allowed to legally have before you're arrested is anything below 0.08. I believe that's it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But it looks like here he was arrested for a blood alcohol content for above or equal to 0.15 is what the jail records show. If anybody else out there is in the El Paso, Texas law enforcement community and knows any direct or even indirect hearsay information about this arrest of an El Paso police sergeant from the Mission Valley Regional Command that was recently arrested for a DWI, driving while intoxicated, you could reach me at 915-781-4330. Text me anytime. That's 915-781-4330. I'd love to correspond with you and hear anything you have to say about this. And, Sergeant Chavez apparently bailed out of jail immediately. He went to something called fast track booking, which I think is something like satellite booking, because I've done satellite booking a few years ago, but maybe if you're a police officer, they have a special area for you to do something called fast track booking. Anyway, on his jail records, it showed that he went through something called fast track booking, which normal people don't normally get. At least I never have when I've been arrested. Except there was one time, like I said, when I actually turned myself in with my bail bondsman for an active warrant that was out for me. I went to something called satellite booking. But this individual, Sergeant Chavez, he was actually arrested. And even once he was arrested, he still went to something called fast track booking, which I've never heard of before, which definitely makes me 99% sure that this was a cop that was an arrest. That the person who was arrested here on this jail record, his name matches up with the sergeant that works at the Mission Valley Regional Command, and he went through something called fast track booking, which I've never heard of anybody else going through anything like that unless they're somebody special, like a cop. Because that's how the world works, is if you're a cop or somebody in a position of power and you get arrested for DWI, trust me, little things like that happen for you. They'll park your car in a special spot instead of towing it away. They'll put you through something called fast track booking, which nobody knows about until someone like me happens to dig up a particular jail record of one of these police officers getting arrested, and then there it is, hidden in one of the little corners, something called fast track booking, which I guarantee you normal people don't get that. Anyway, he was booked through the system within 24 hours. He bailed out with a bail bonds company called Speedy Bail Bonds, I believe. I tried to verify with them that he was a cop and that he bailed out with them, but I didn't get any answers there. But I'm 99% sure that this is the person that I'm looking for. John G. Chavez, Sergeant at the El Paso, Texas Police Department, Mission Valley Regional Command. Another thing I found interesting, by the way, is that when I called the Mission Valley Regional Command this evening, the person who answered the phone, another police officer, he wasn't a sergeant, but he was a patrol officer. He verified to me, now, of course, cops can always lie to you, but he verified to me verbally that Sergeant Chavez is coming into work tomorrow. So if all of this is true, if Sergeant John G. Chavez, was charged with driving while intoxicated approximately 72 hours or 96 hours ago, and is now coming into work as an El Paso, Texas police officer, as a patrol sergeant, I find that very interesting. I'm very curious to know what the El Paso, Texas Police Department's policy is for any police officer that gets arrested. Are they allowed to, after they get arrested and they bail out of jail, are they allowed to just show back up to work while they're out on bond and just continue going to work as a patrol officer, interacting with the public like any other police officer, like it's any other day? Or is there a special policy that once a police officer is arrested, that they are, taken out of any type of position that interfaces with the public, or maybe they have to be put on leave, or I'm sure that they have special procedures for this, or at least they should. But based on what I was told this evening by someone that I spoke with, a police officer that I spoke with at the Mission Valley Regional Command, Sergeant John G. Chavez is coming into work tomorrow on September 26, 2023, from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Apparently that's going to be his shift from what I can remember during the phone conversation, and that he's going to be out on patrol just like any other El Paso, Texas police officer that has patrol duties. Even though I'm very confident that this individual has recently been arrested for driving while intoxicated on September 22nd, 2023, that he went to the El Paso County, Texas Detention Center, which is operated by the El Paso County, Texas Sheriff's Office. Sergeant John G. Chavez apparently went through something called fast track booking. He was out within 24 hours. He obtained a $1,000 surety bond, a bail bond that was based on surety. I don't know all the technical terms, but that's what it showed on his jail record, was that it was a surety bond. So he bailed out of jail for approximately $1,000. I don't know what type of fees he paid. He probably, the $1,000 is what they hold, and then he has to pay some additional fees to the bail bondsman. Anyway, for what appears to be a very small amount of money, he bailed out of jail for driving while intoxicated at or above the blood alcohol content level of 0.15 BAC. And I just need to verify some information through open records requests going forward to be absolutely 100% that this is the individual that had a DUI within the past 72 to 96 hours. But I wouldn't be making this video unless I was very, very confident that this is the man. Sergeant John G. Chavez from the El Paso, Texas Police Department, Mission Valley Regional Command, I believe was arrested for driving while intoxicated on September 22nd, 2023, and that he is now currently out on bond as a criminal offender that has a charge against him with probable cause. And as you can see on this screenshot here that I put up here on this video, there's a warrant number there, which I'll also be doing open records requests on. That warrant is what is issued inside the court when someone is arrested. Most arrests, 90 to 95% of all arrests are warrantless arrests. So the police officer has information based on what he saw or information he received from someone else about a particular crime. Once that police officer believes that he has a legal standard called probable cause, that police officer or group of police officers then arrest an individual, which in this case was El Paso police officer John G. Chavez. That's the criminal offender we're talking about. Sergeant Chavez was arrested for driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated. I don't know the particular term in the state of Texas. I'm not totally fluent in all the legal terms, but he was arrested for driving drunk. And he was arrested by the El Paso Police Department. That's what shows in the jail record. And Sergeant John Chavez, some El Paso police officer or group of them, determined based on what they saw on the road on September 22nd that Sergeant Chavez was intoxicated, that he was above the legal limit for alcohol while driving, and so they arrested him. Once they had probable cause, they brought him to court. They brought him in front of the judge. The court system then issues a warrant, which is the warrant number that you see in this screenshot here on the screen that I put up. And that warrant then becomes part of his criminal case. Which, by the way, when I went into the county clerk's records through the jail system records, I saw that he does have a pending case. Right now it's called a P file, and it's still pending. Everything is still in the works to get the ball rolling. But there is a case, an inactive pre-file case, which is called a P file, that has been initiated in the court system for his DWI charge. So I know this happens from time to time. El Paso, Texas police officers get arrested. Often the charge that these police officers get arrested for is driving while intoxicated, just like many other individuals in society. Because, police officers are made up of people, and people do things, even when they're police officers, that are against the law. So that's the information I have so far. That's what this brief video is going to be about for now. Like I said, I have to do some more open records requests about this individual and the criminal charge. But like I said, I'm very confident I have the person I'm looking for based on the anonymous tip that I received this evening from one of my viewers. And again, this individual's name is Sergeant John G. Chavez, and he is an El Paso, Texas police sergeant that works currently at the Mission Valley Regional Command. And according to a phone call that I had with a police officer at the Mission Valley Regional Command this evening, Sergeant John G. Chavez is coming into work tomorrow just like it's any other day, and that he'll be out on patrol from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. It might be a shorter shift, it might be a longer shift, but that's the plan, is that he's coming into work tomorrow just like it's any other day, even though he's out on bond as a criminal offender for driving while intoxicated. All right, guys. Here's some phone calls for you guys to listen to regarding this incident, which, like I said, has only happened within the last 72 to 96 hours. John G. Chavez was arrested on September 22nd. As I'm making this recording, it's September 25th, 2023, and it's the evening, so we're about to go into September 26th, 2023 tomorrow. But yeah, here, let's listen to some phone calls that I made this evening regarding the arrest of Sergeant Chavez. You guys tell me what you think in the comments section down below. Remember that you can always reach out to me about any information, about any topic here at Horizon City News Service. And all my contact information is down in the description box below. You guys make all the comments and questions and concerns and inquiries you want in the comments section below, which, by the way, is different than the description box. There's the description box where I put a bunch of information, including my contact information. Then you have the comment section for where you guys can interact with me or amongst yourselves about all of your thoughts and opinions about this video or any other topic. You could do that in the comments section. Obviously, that's kind of, ABCs and elementary for most people that use YouTube. But for anybody else out there who's new to YouTube, I always say the most basic terms like that, just so you guys can understand what I'm saying when I say description box and comments section. All right, guys, thanks for watching Horizon City News. Again, if you have any information about this particular incident or any other incident that you want to, bring to my attention, always feel free to text me, 915-781-4330. That's 915-781-4330. 4330. And again, this incident's about the DWI arrest of Sergeant John G. Chavez, a sergeant at the El Paso, Texas Police Department, Mission Valley Regional Command, and he was arrested on September 22nd, 2023. All right, guys, thanks for watching Horizon City News. I'll be in touch.